Salutations and welcome back to Parkitect. This is my fourth video I made on Parkitect now. I'm calling it Star Wars Fall of an Empire. And what I'm trying to do with it is to remake different areas in Star Wars, but set within the time frame of the crumbling of the Empire, obviously after episode 6. In about the time frame of Mandalorian. When I started building Mos Espa, which is what I built in this episode, I inspired it off of Mos Pelgo. In the first episode of The Mandalorian, Season 2. I wanted to build in that style. Obviously you can see I've got plenty of towers with like a dark sand type colour. Obviously a lot of sci-fi elements to bring the entire piece together. I was inspired by Astrotron's submission for a Coast to be Build challenge a while back. I think it was called Star Wars Outer Ridge. And he also built something on Tatooine. I took his posters that he used with like Imperial propaganda on it. And I use that around the build, but that's the only blueprint I've used. Everything else I've built here is completely custom. I wanted to make a very rugged and run-down feel, like what it's like in the Mandalorian show. So I'll cut back to show you the finished thing after this time lapse. So see you then. So about time lapse, I built this street section here of Mos Espa, which is a town in Tatooine. If I show you through the staff management, this is what I built for this episode. So I'll show you that today. I'm building stuff like a Star Tour over here, but that's the next episode. There is the main street. It's got a lot of sci-fi parts from the sci-fi buildables in the game. I also use a lot of lighting to bring the entire thing to life at night. I have the western scaffolding a lot. That adds a lot of detail. This here is the Astrotron posters I was talking about that he found. Here's the Bantha stables, where the guests can obviously just walk through the Banthas. Booms and Blooms DLC has these scaffolding pieces, and they are really useful to adding just good detail to everything. There's this grand archway past this wooden building, which I struggled to build. You saw that in the time lapse, so I actually get the hang of it. And then through here. Oh! Fireworks are off! That reminds me. I've set it so that the 4D cinema which I was about to get to, when it starts, we have fireworks set off. And that's to try and immerse the entire thing into being a fight between the Empire and the Rebels, with green obviously for the TIE fighters, and the red for X-Wings. So just when that ride starts, fireworks go off. A long queue for this double Ferris wheel, because I wanted to experiment with different theming types, for like the first prototype build I did in a different world, and I blueprinted it over. I think it looks really nice, just this setting, like a dingy, poorly lit atmosphere. Here's the Imperial Quarter with its 4D cinema. Also the lore here is the Empire is trying to escape Tatooine. This is like an Imperial recruitment facility. As you saw with the time lapse, I experimented a bit with what I could get away with this build, because I wasn't really sure. But at the end, I went with a very simple dark design, so I hope that turned out well. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll probably make a part 2 to this series if there's enough interest. Show you what else I've built. I think this street here just turned out really well. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.